We're back.
Back.
We're back. We're having technical issues again.
It'll be fine. Everything's fine.
So, Clim, we're going to put this out now, like at the top of the stream. We're having the connection issues with Clim again that we had a few weeks back. We can hear Clim fine, we can see Clim fine sometimes, but Clim's video will not be synced up with his audio, and that is a Discord issue, not a stream issue. So don't worry about it.
Sorry, everybody. Discord sucks.
I'll be honest, I hate it, but that's mostly because it's my face. I don't like seeing my face. They'd be like, but Chrono, you use the camera all the time. It's like, yeah, and I struggle through that.
It's a fine face.
It's a fine face. Face worthy of a lass. Should we do our obligatory just talk about anything other than Final Fantasy VI for 20 minutes that we do?
You know, I think we should just omit that. I think we should just dive in.
Oh yeah, why is that?
We got fish to catch.
We got fish to catch? Oh god, we have fish to catch.
Yeah, you thought I forgot. I've been taking the notes. You know I take notes.
We should burn Discord.
If we make it out here alive, Scion, I'll tell you.
That's not right. That's not the response.
I know. But skipping ahead.
I think love can blossom on the battlefield. Yeah, I do. That's why we're both gonna end up single.
Right.
You know the original ending for MGS4 that Kojima wanted was Snake and Otacon being tried and executed for war crimes?
Sounds about right. Sounds very good.
It really does.
Yeah.
So, Clim, what is your beverage of choice today?
So I have water to my left, and then in my fancy wooden cup I have tequila.
Tequila.
Terramana tequila, the Reposado. So it's aged a year or two. Which is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's tequila.
I feel like celebrity alcohol is like...
I'm sorry?
I feel like celebrity alcohol is just like kind of...
Well, that's usually my take on it, but there were a lot of good reviews on it, and it was a discounted bottle from the subscription that I have, and I said, let me try it. It was cheap. It was like $28 at the time. Now it's like $34, but it's quite good. I give it a recommendation. Cool. My uncle, who's like a big fan of tequila, I had him try it. It's like, oh, this is shockingly good. That's a seal of approval if I ever heard it.
I'm in a rum phase at the minute. I might move on to tequila at some point.
Yeah.
I'm not as big into alcohol as you are.
Yeah.
So I am sipping, this is Kraken. This is black rum, spiced rum. Mixed with Diet Coke. Because I like to get my extra mileage out of my rum. And also, I can't fucking drink it straight anymore. It knocks me sick. I'm not as strong as I used to be. Hey, the Spiz.
Spiz? Your drink of choice is soda, yeah. I think I've seen you drink like twice.
I usually only drink when I'm out.
Yeah.
For the most part, I've been trying cocktails a lot lately. Like when I'm out, it's like, yeah, let's try cocktails.
Yeah.
And like, there's some nice cocktails. There was a cocktail I had a while back. We were out for a friend's birthday. It was like strawberry something. I don't remember what. And it tasted exactly like strawberry trifle.
Trifle?
Like, that's really nice. Trifle, you know, like cream, custard, jelly. Cream custard jelly, like strawberries in the jelly.
Okay.
Yeah, it tastes exactly like it. It was really nice.
Nice. Was it a strawberry mule? Because I know Spiz had a strawberry mule the other day.
No, it wasn't a mule.
Got it.
I can't. I don't remember like, where the place we were was that night. Not because I got drunk or anything. I get bored when I'm drinking more often than that.
Yeah,
It's why I rarely ever get wasted. Because I just get bored. I'm bored of drinking. And I'm just like, I'm not going to drink anymore because I'm bored of it.
I like the different flavors. I like whiskey because there's so many different kinds out there, and there's so many different things you can pick up. I don't really drink to get drunk.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, we're not young anymore, are we?
No, not technically. Yeah. If it's free, I'd do it. Like at a wedding, I drink as much as I possibly can without falling over. Yeah.
But what? If I'm actually trying to get at least somewhat drunk, I'll order like a bunch of shots early.
Okay.
And I'll down them. And it's like, cool, give me 20 minutes and I'll be buzzed. And I'll hold that buzz for like another 40. And then I'll start to sober up and I'll just be bored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ales, really like ales, yeah. I like IPAs.
I don't like
ales. Are alright. I used to drink a lot of stouts and porters, and then I grew out of it. They grew to be too heavy. Then I got more into IPAs.
The only draft I tend to drink is ciders.
Okay.
I like alcohol where you don't taste as much of the alcohol.
Yeah.
Like fruity ciders where you can taste the fruit. Good fruit. Strawberry and lime's a nice cider.
Yeah.
Copperberg strawberry and lime's really nice. We were at the convention a couple of months back, and they had blood orange cider, which was quite nice.
Ooh. Yeah, I love blood oranges in general. Very unique. Very deep flavor.
Yeah, I'm not into ales. For the most part, like spirits. But when I'm out drinking, and it's going to be like, okay, we're going to be drinking for a while, it's usually ciders because they're cheaper than spirits, and you get more per what you pay.
Yeah, the volume. You get a little bit more volume.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm not here to get drunk. I don't need to drink anything with a high proof. So I'll have a tall drink.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. When was the last time? What was the last day I streamed? Clim, when was Metal Gear Solid 3?
Thursday?
Thursday? That sounds like it could be right. I don't enjoy a lot of stuff from a lot of places, Flame. That's because I'm a miserable bastard. But I'll try anything once. I say anything, I don't mean anything. I was talking with a bunch of friends the other day, and like one of them's gay. And we're talking about how he keeps getting with friends. And then the joke came around about him getting with me, and I was like, I'll try anything once. It was fucking dumb. We're all miserable. And that's fair.
We all wear masks. Metaphorically speaking.
Fucking quoting the mask at me.
I am, yes. Why? Because I gotta.
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I shake my maracas, I go cheek, cheeky boom, cheek, cheeky boom. I don't think that's the first time that's come up during this playthrough.
It's not. That's the best part. Oh, man.
Hey, what you do? Hey.
The song's so good.
It's a good movie. Like, it really is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun movie. Yes, Biz, you would. What do you think? We start this game, or we watch this a third time?
We could watch this over and over and like just not do the stream today, and just like critical discussions with Clim about what everything that isn't Final Fantasy VI.
Who the hell knows?
Did you like? What about this week in the news with Mecha and Clim?
Yeah, that would be wild.
Did you
we
see?
Do have...
fucking Henry Cavill is not going to be in season 4 of The Witcher.
What?
Yeah. Like, have you been watching The Witcher?
I haven't. I watched the first couple episodes and I liked it. I wanted to continue. I just never got around to it.
Yeah.
So he just doesn't want to play the part anymore?
It's not that. It's he's back playing Superman.
Okay.
And
so what are they going to do for season 4 of The Witcher?
They're replacing him with Liam Hemsworth.
Really?
And I don't understand the thought behind that. My thought would be like, okay, let's wait for Henry Cavill to be available.
Sure, yeah.
I get there's a limit to how far that can go, but like surely it would be a better idea.
Yeah.
I heard like that was really bad in season 2, but I've not watched season 2. Because like between season 1 and season 2, I've kind of just stopped watching the series.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, like, Henry Cavill back as Superman, I'm down for that. It'd be nice if you can get like one good Superman movie under his belt.
Right.
Because like Henry Cavill is a good, charismatic actor. And like the first time I really saw that was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And like, god damn, he is charismatic in that. But that never comes across when he's playing Superman. Because written by Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
It's like in Justice League. It's like, oh no, Superman died, and now the world is without hope because Superman died. It's like, cool. At what point during the previous 2 movies did Superman inspire hope?
That's a fair point. I never saw them, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. This is why I should like actually set up the movie watch podcast idea.
Actually watch movies, yeah.
Yeah, let's get some guests in every week or so, and we'll watch a movie and we'll talk about it. This week it's I don't know, Doctor No. Next week it's Doctor Strangelove.
Okay.
You ever seen Doctor Strangelove?
No.
Interesting movie.
No, I haven't seen any of the old Bond movies.
Doctor Strangelove like the 60s. It's not a Bond movie, it's Stanley Kubrick.
Well, you said Doctor No, right? That's a Bond movie?
Doctor No is a Bond movie. Doctor Strangelove is a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Gotcha. I just assumed it was still Bond because it was Doctor.
Yeah. No, there's only one Doctor.
Gotcha. Doctor No.
All Bond movies are pretty good, though.
Yeah,
like,
I do want to see them.
I went through them all, because I've watched them all numerous times over the years. I was a big Bond fan when I was younger. I went through them all a few years ago. Like, as a more mature viewer. And From Russia with Love ended up being one of my favourites. Because it's a really quiet, understated espionage thriller.
Okay.
I really liked it. And the guy who plays Kerim Bey, his name is Pedro something, I can't remember what it is. He is one of the most charming men I've ever seen in cinema.
Okay.
He's so fun in that movie, so good, so disarming. Yeah, Doctor Strangelove has the one very well-known scene. Stanley Kubrick, infamous perfectionist. I assume you've seen at least one Stanley Kubrick movie, Colin?
I'm sure I have, and I just wouldn't be able to name it.
The Shining.
Okay, that's
Full Metal
one.
Jacket.
Haven't seen that.
You've never seen Full Metal Jacket?
No.
That's an interesting one. Stanley Kubrick, well-known perfectionist, like well-known for demanding like 100 takes of a shot. to get things exactly how they wanted them. There's 2 well-known occasions where he did not really strictly control. Hey, how you doing, Isa? He did not very strictly control what his actors were doing. One is Ali Ermey in Full Metal Jacket.
Okay.
Like, he just let Ali Ermey go. And the only time he ever yelled cut was when Ali Ermey said, because a lot of Ali Ermey's stuff was improvised, the drill sergeant. A lot of it was improvised. And, like, one of the main things, like, one of the few times he went cut was when Ali Ermey said, I bet you're the kind of guy to fuck another guy at the arse, not have the common courtesy to give him a reach around. And Stanley Kubrick was like, cut? What does that mean? Like, well known as perfectionist. Another one of the other times is Peter Sellers in Doctor Strangelove, which leads to a lot of improvisation on Peter Sellers' part, and he's one of the more entertaining characters in the movie. There's the 3 characters he plays, one of which is the clearly Nazi scientist, who at one point, like, he gets so into the role, and at one point just, like, stands up, it's like this big rant about how nuclear holocaust is coming, and just stands up and completely forgets his character's supposed to be paralysed.
Oh.
And it's like, oh shit, it's just realised, like, Mein Führer, I can walk! Like, it's absolutely fantastic. It's a good movie. The idea of Doctor Strangelove is one mad US general decides to launch a nuke at the Russians, and the rest of the movie is everybody trying to prevent this nuke from hitting Russia, because if it does, it's mutually assured destruction, the world's over.
Sure.
And, like, it's a really interesting... It's a black comedy. Like, figure that out. But, like, there's a lot of good movies well worth watching.
Yeah. I think that's the problem. Is it's a lot of overwhelming choices and just stuff I'd rather do than sit and watch a movie. That's why I don't see a lot of movies.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of the problems you have of, like, you just don't want to sit down for a long period.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, if we're gonna get you in for that idea, if we ever do get that off the ground, okay, we better pull out the A list for Clim. The movies that are gonna keep him in his goddamn chair.
Right.
Let's see, should we get one of those movies that proves Kevin Spacey's a really good fucking actor? The ones that make you really uncomfortable because he's a really good fucking actor, but it's like Kevin Spacey.
I like Kevin Spacey.
I watched The Negotiator a while back for the first time, and it's Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey, and Kevin Spacey is really good.
Yeah,
but it's also like Kevin Spacey's a piece of shit.
Is he?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you didn't see the whole Kevin Spacey thing a few years back?
I vaguely remember him being in the news.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the bits, Isa. Do I think Clim would like Avatar? Do you mean Avatar The Last Airbender or the James Cameron movie? 6 bits for FF6. So,
he means the movie.
There is an Avatar The Last Airbender movie, Clim.
Oh, well, he means the movie that mattered.
There's an Avatar The Last Airbender movie, Clim.
Well, it means the James Cameron.
To people who like Avatar The Last Airbender.
Was the movie any good? No. I thought it was just bad.
It was really bad.
Okay.
It's the interesting thing, like, the thing that convinced me to sit down and watch Avatar The Last Airbender, the series, was the Nostalgia Critic's review of the movie. So the Nostalgia Critic is a really big fan of Avatar The Last Airbender.
Okay, gotcha.
And, like, hearing him be really passionate about how badly they butchered it, then like, I should check out the series. And I did, and it's probably one of the best cartoons I've ever seen.
Interesting.
Like, up there with Batman the Animated Series, The Simpsons, Superman the Animated Series. Like, it's really good. Okay. James Cameron, I don't think Clim would. Clim doesn't seem the type of guy to be taken in by visuals. Because ultimately...
Yeah, I need more than that.
Yeah, ultimately, that's all the James Cameron movie is. It's really good visuals, with no substance.
Yeah, that's sort of the synopsis I got of it. But Spiz has been pushing it for a while now, and another friend of ours has said, like, "Oh yeah, you should see it."
Let me put it this way: if we were gonna do this movie podcast idea and be like, "Oh hey, let's do a James Cameron marathon," Avatar would not be in there.
Okay.
Mostly because like James Cameron has done other actually phenomenal movies. It'd be like Aliens, like Terminator, Aliens, Terminator, Aliens, Alien 2, Terminator, Aliens, Terminator 2. I don't know why it took like 3 tries to get that fucking out. The Abyss.
Oh yeah, I remember The Abyss.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie.
I suppose like we would be obligated, if we're going to do anything with James Cameron, we'd be obligated to do Titanic.
Of course.
Which I'm not into Titanic.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not my kind of movie, but like I will belt out the song. It's mostly because I like karaoke though.
Okay, I got you.
I just want to see the new one and you have no friends. Oh, that's fair. You know what's worth considering, Spiz? Seeing a movie alone. There's Avengers Endgame. None of my friends were available to watch it at any point. When I was available, I ended up seeing Avengers Endgame on my own. And it was actually kind of liberating. I'm just going and seeing it on my own. Alright, so I'm actually going to start the game now. Because it's been like half an hour.
We're playing a game today.
Apparently. Awesome. Like, at the very least, I can do the fish.
The fish.
So, the trick with the fish is they move at 3 different speeds. Slow, medium, fast. The ones we want are the fast ones. Sid, like, we go into it. Sid has a health bar. Every time we go in, he'll come here. Not long for this cruel new world. Sid has an invisible health bar that will be affected by the fish we feed him. That's probably a good one.
Seems pretty quick.
So we feed him fast fish, and it'll raise his health bar. There's a specific cutoff point, that it hits. It gets high enough, and then bam, bam, we've saved Sid. If we feed him slow fish, it lowers, and then bam, he's dead.
Right.
You
didn't cook it at all.
Yeah. Like, the frustrating thing about this is just how long it takes. Like, it's boring as fuck.
So why does he keep getting out of bed? Stay in bed.
Idea.
Jesus, my guy. Well, I guess Sid is gonna die.
I wish. Yeah, did I have to talk to him twice? There we go, that's not a good fish. It's the same fish.
Do you have to talk to him to reset the fish?
I don't remember. Like, this is always a part... There we go. It's definitely...
I imagine you have to talk to him.
Yeah, it might be it.
You have to talk to him each time.
21 and pay it forward. I can't believe you wouldn't say 7. I like 7. I've really grown to appreciate Brad Pitt as an actor. Like, now that he's past his, like, boyish looks leading man days, where he, you know, you felt like he was a leading man because of his looks. And, like, we're at the point now where it's like, no, he's being cast because he's actually a really good actor. It's like, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right.
There was a point where Leonardo DiCaprio felt like he was being cast because he had that leading man look that Hollywood goes for. Like in Titanic. The heartthrob thing. And then, like, he grew a little older, and it was like stuff like The Departed. And it's like, no, he's actually just a really good fucking actor.
I watched The Departed, loved the movie. I didn't know that was him until I saw the credits.
Was it the beard?
Yeah, I guess it was the beard, but I guess it was also like I hadn't seen him in a while and I hadn't known anything about him. And so after I watched that, I was like so thrilled with him as an actor.
Seven's a good movie, Spiz. I recommend watching it and like not knowing anything about it because it is ultimately like a mystery thriller.
Yeah, 7 was good.
Yeah,
I only saw it once, so I have a lot missing in my memory from that. By the way, that line, he's halfway saved.
awesome.
Yeah. Each of the fast fish will increase his health by 32.
So you're just looking up the details on this to make sure it goes quickly.
Well, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to see what resets the fish, but it seems like you talking to him every time is what does that.
I mean, that's fair, Spiz. It's often the case with that kind of thing. I think the thing that really makes The Departed work as a Western film is just the actors. Like, it's a stellar cast. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Martin Sheen. It's like the best thing Mark Wahlberg's ever done.
Yeah. Whoa. What about the other guys? Peacock's gotta fly.
I mean, you're right. But like 9 times out of 10, Mark Wahlberg works better as a supporting actor, not a lead.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, the other guys is great. And I say that as somebody who's not super into Will Ferrell.
Mm-hmm.
But my favourite part of that movie is Michael Keaton as the captain. I feel like that was the first time I saw Michael Keaton in recent movies, and I was like, fantastic. Michael Keaton's back in movies. Love it. And like, he's just been so good in like everything. I saw that, and then like I saw Birdman, and he was really good in Birdman.
This guy's got to stay in bed. I feel better.
I did a coughing joke a while ago. It might have been last week. I don't remember. So much of this just bleeds together for me. I don't have regular days anymore. Especially with doing shift work at a place that's open 7 days a week with no change in like the opening times. Like even more than ever now. I don't know days anymore.
This should bring us over the edge because the HP you need is 255.
Need another good fish.
I don't know how much it drops each time you talk to him though.
Yeah. Like, my big problem with this though is like, you don't know what you're doing here. This takes.
Yeah, forget it.
It's an awful idea.
Yep. Especially when it takes him 3 seconds to get back into bed so you can talk to him.
Yeah. And because we have to reset the thing here every time. So my soul for a second time. You don't pay me. There we go.
It's weird.
It's also frustrating that you can't really get that far out to get them. There's a fish. Eat up and don't fucking get out of bed anymore, you twat.
And Discord is freaking out.
It really is. But I'm also seeing like issues on stream.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Oh, that looks like a fast one.
Seeming to clear up now.
Yeah, that looks better now. Nope. Part of the issue you got here, though, is like the difference between like normal fish and fast fish is hard to tell if you don't have them side by side.
Correct. Excellent. Ooh, hello. Should do it. Come on, Sid. Pull through. Back in bed, you idiot. What? Is that right?
No. Like, one of the problems you're gonna have when you're doing this for the first time without knowing anything about it, like if you did this back in the day, is like you're probably gonna give him fish to just keep balancing it out.
Right.
Because nothing in the game tells you need like, the faster fish. Or that the slow ones are worse.
Right. And it's wild because even on the breakdown online, it shows you like what each one does. Like slow, minus 16, medium, minus 4, medium again, plus 16. What?
There we go.
GG.
Success!
Crack-a-lacking, sizzle. A project that has kept me going for the past year is down below. What is it? It's a piece of wood. Like, it's not even like
going.
Sid's got and built an airship. It's a raft. Well, that's it. It kept me going for a year to build, like, to tie 5 pieces of wood together.
Yeah.
Can we please stop calling him Granddad? It's weird.
Yeah.
I'll bring them all back to meet you. That Bane fellow too, no doubt. Not him.
Not him.
We're off.
Oh, good. We have music now.
Yes, finally. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye. So if you feed Sid too many of the bad fish, he just dies, and Sellis goes to the north of this island to throw herself off a cliff. And then she survives, because she's terrible at this, and finds a seagull with Locke's bandana wrapped around it. And then finds a letter from Sid, telling her about the raft.
Gotcha.
And decides, oh, Locke's alive. I'll go out and find him and my friends. None of whom are dead.
Right.
Right, so the first thing we do is fucking save. It is a cooler series of events, it really is. How you doing, Teak?
What's up, Teak? How are you doing?
Crack a like it, Teak. I'll punch you. I'll do it again.
I do like how ominous the overworld
I am
music
also
is
tired.
right now.
I like Search for Friends as an overworld theme. It's not as good as Terra's theme. This isn't Search for Friends, though. Yeah. There we go. I don't know why we weren't equipped with shit.
I don't know what this is. Searching for Friends is more upbeat. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
It's got the ocarina.
Alright, so let's do this.
But this reminds me, or rather, when the fog comes over the world, well, when the mist comes over the world in Final Fantasy IX, that sounds like this to me.
Kefka's up there and he's using the power of the statues. He's like a god. How do you know? How can you make a GP in a world like this? We don't use GP anymore, we use bottle caps. I think back on how nice the world used to be. This guy will say this every time you talk to him. Every time you talk to him, he'll have this flashback. It is unskippable.
It's unskippable.
No, it's just there for that.
Great.
And realize it'll never be the same again, so it's pointless to think about.
I mean, why won't it be the same? You have a bunch of people here, just teach them to dance. Procreate. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
There are people alive. Just
You want the world to get better? Fuck.
That's right.
Raises fight damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I will have another earring. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. They're better when paired.
Yes. Now if only I had 3 ears. I found this in a 1,000-year-old text. 8 dragons seal away this awesome beast. Its name is Crusader. Beat these dragons and its power can be released. Will we do that? Maybe, I don't fucking know.
Maybe.
Yeah, you again?
I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
you
what?
look like a man who was here searching for his friends. Okay.
That's ridiculous. Oh, that's funny.
So I do appreciate, like, the world map is rearranged. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you brought up in the past, a lot of the towns are basically the same. Like, the grass and stuff is recolored. There's a few things that look like they're slightly damaged.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, for the most part, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Magic?
Yeah, and like I get it, you know, like obviously the feel and the guy who has the flashback, like you're supposed to feel like, oh wow, things are really different. But like this dude is still running his business. These assholes are still walking around. Like that's the limit of the console. Like I'm not gonna judge what the console did. I'm just gonna judge what people crave it to be.
I don't think that's necessarily a limit of the console. Because you could have created an entirely... Like, you think about it in programming terms.
Hmm?
You have an entirely separate world map. It's a separate instance of the world map.
True.
And in that instance are new areas. Like, this area looking different to how it did in World of Balance. It's a separate instance. You could have had that separate instance be more damaged, have different characters in different places.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same as, like, FF5 with its first world, its second world, and its merged world. It's not a limit of the console.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I meant it in a different way. Like, I don't know. Like you can only do so much to show it, I guess is what I meant.
I think they could have done more.
Okay.
Yeah. Humbaba, Doomgaze, and the 8 Dragons. None of which ever feel like as much of a persistent or like active threat as Weapon in FF7.
Right.
Which, like, maybe it's not fair to say that about 7, because 7 is essentially copying the idea of this.
Which is so interesting because it really is.
Yeah.
I feel like 7, like people always say like, oh, you know, and this is a new thought on my part here, but everybody's saying like, oh, a 6 remaster would be so good. But isn't that what 7 technically is? Aside from character differences. I mean, a lot of the ideas are really just the same.
I mean, themes, possibly. There's enough differences, particularly with just like the way the story flows.
Yeah,
to make it
for sure.
Separate thing. It's like Ocarina of Time is essentially a 3D version of Link to the Past.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, I get it. You get the 3 jewels, and you go to the Dark World, and you... Yeah, okay. I think that's reasonable. There's way more to 70 spins. That's great. That's awesome. No, I'm just trying to be fair to 6, because it's funny that you would say like you thought they could do more, and like in my heart I think that I was being fair by saying like, you know, it was of the time.
Let me give you a different example. Shit, like this game is what, 94, 95?
Mm-hmm.
Shin Megami Tensei 1, 1992. That game opens and it's Tokyo, regular Tokyo. You're walking around, you're doing stuff. There's regular Tokyo for maybe 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then the American military launches nukes at Japan. And when you come back to Tokyo, it's post-apocalypse, it's been like 20 years, and it's a completely different map, and you can see that there's been destruction and such.
Okay.
It's not a limitation of the hardware or anything. Like, there was absolutely the ability there. I didn't count on things actually happening when I got here.
Yeah. Is it weapon? Is weapon coming? Because it seems like weapon. Oh, Sabine is holding up a building. Excellent.
A child's inside. Do something.
Do something.
Save the child that's in there.
First, we loot the house. Why are there scorpions in this house?
I don't know, but I hope they're weak to fire. Sabine is the weapon.
Oh, Doomsday.
You just have fucking Sabin approaching Kafka's tower, and he just starts playing the weapon theme from FF7. That's not doing enough damage.
Nope, it's not. Maybe they are not weak to fire.
It's
Maybe they're weak to ice.
Morning Star.
Ow.
Morning Star.
That voice now makes me think of Rufus and President Shinra. Because they have that.
Just has that accent for some goddamn reason, the machine bridge.
Yeah. Oh man, the voices they go with are so funny.
Oh, that's fun. They even end up opening that chest.
Goddamn hermit
my
crabs.
bitch.
I love that instead of Night Stalker, this thing is PM Stalker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe I'll
man.
play FF10 off stream.
Okay.
I was really down for like actually playing FF10, either myself off stream or just on stream, like getting around to it. And then you streamed it, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel like playing this anymore.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not even because you were playing it, it's because I was seeing it again. And I was like, no, I don't want to deal with any of that.
I totally understand that. I felt that way about certain games where I've said, ooh, I would like to play that. And then I see someone play, and I'm like, I don't want to play it anymore. Pearl Rod.
Holy Rod! I've been doing that, like, every time someone said holy something, I've been doing that.
Yeah.
In Dio's voice, man.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You
There
ever
was a
hear
voice that epitomized, like, rock. God damn.
Ever hear the Kill Switch cover of Holy Diver?
No, I think it came up on my Spotify recommended, though, recently. And I was like, no.
Pretty. Yeah. It streams a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're not into screaming metal, like Kill Switch is not really for you. Kill Switch does some nice. God damn it, Spitz.
Keep him away from your
Kill
girlfriend, then.
The guy has a good voice, but no, they do a nice cover of Holy Diver. It's quite good.
There was there's a Trent Reznor version of Immigrant Song I really like.
Okay.
It was used on the soundtrack of The Girl with Dragon Tattoo.
Oh, neat.
Like,
okay.
I really like it. It's not Trent Reznor doing the singing. Trent Reznor's playing the instruments, and there's a woman doing the singing. Karen something, I think. I can't remember the name properly.
Gotcha.
But like, it's a really good cover. Covers are underrated.
Yeah. I heard one the other day. What was it a cover of? Oh, it was a cover of Separate Ways by some band. I don't remember the band. I sent it to a buddy of mine. Eva Under Fire? Sounded pretty good. Pretty good. I like covers that stay true to the original song.
Yeah.
Where like the timing is the same, the beat is the same. It takes some liberties. Some liberties are fine. Some covers just sound too different.
I assume you've heard "Everybody Wants to Rule the World."
Probably.
Yeah. I can't remember who sings it. Like, welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Yes.
Yeah. The first time I heard that was Lord's cover, which is way downbeat.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know she did a cover of that.
It might have been in a I think it was like a trailer music for something.
Is this child gonna die? Do we have the child?
Probably. We have the child, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, for a great assassin.
Are we gonna die?
Probably. God, what's the thing? Wood Kid? I don't know. Keep up the fight, brother! No? Okay.
Oh, okay. Bye. Encore?
Oh god, who is it though? Like... Wait a second, I have one of those songs on my Spotify playlist. Yeah, it's Woodkid.
Okay.
Trailer theme for Assassin's Creed Revelations. Iron by Woodkid. And I was like, it's pretty good. And the trailer music for World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria. Run by Woodkid. And like, those are the only two songs I've heard by him. And it's like, they're both pretty good. I liked them both.
Yeah, there's some good covers out there. Yeah, this will go better now that you're not spending 2 turns using Fire 1 on the Scorpion.
Yeah, I should do like Fire 3.
You have Fire 3?
No.
No, you have Fire 2.
I have Fire 2, yeah. Setsu older than Lukasu.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You know, I I'm actually pretty excited about doing Star Wars month next year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're doing KOTOR 2, like abso-fucking-lutely.
Heard.
I was honestly pretty bored when I did KOTOR 1 last year. Mostly because, like, it's not that KOTOR 1 is bad, it's a very standard Star Wars story, and I've done it before.
Okay.
KOTOR 2 is very subversive. And it's really interesting. Plus, I like a lot of the ideas more. It's a lot darker. It's like KOTOR 1 is very standard Star Wars. In like the first area of the game is, oh no, you're on a Republic ship being attacked by the Sith. You have to escape. KOTOR 2 is different in that you've woken up on a mining colony. I got petrified there.
That was bullshit. He threw a rock at you at his final attack.
That motherfucker.
What a scumbag.
What an asshole.
Oh, man. When it didn't do anything, like, what the hell's the point of that? And then...
it can just petrify you.
Ow.
Yeah, like KOTOR 1 is like, oh, you're on a Republic ship being attacked by the Sith. Escape. Alright, it's action-packed, focused, immediate idea of who the villains are and like why you should dislike them. KOTOR 2 is like, you've woken up on a mining colony. Everybody's dead and the droids are attacking the organics. That woman in the morgue, she just got up. And there's your opening. She just got up.
Yeah.
You went and examined her. You thought she was dead. And like, it's immediately like really compelling in a very different ways. And in local news, Monk holds up an entire house by himself. When asked for comment, he said, "No pain, no gain."
Fabulous.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing KOTOR 2 next year.
Nice.
What else we got? Rogue Squadron 2 I want to throw in there. Bane suggested... Star Wars Battle for Naboo, which would be pretty good.
Okay. What are those things? Hermit crabs?
It's interesting that at no point did that become a problem in the first run.
Yeah. Do you have anything that will prevent that?
And that's what I'm checking.
Oh, okay.
How dare you? That is Mrs. Bitch. I do not.
Okay, so, they only will cast it when they're alone.
That is not true because they were not alone there.
There was only one enemy type. I think that's what they mean. Yeah. I know, I thought the same thing, but I think that's the case. It says, they are most dangerous when alone, as it will counter all attacks with rock. When with other enemies, it only uses normal attacks and occasionally net, which includes stop. You don't have a jeweled ring? I thought you do have a jeweled ring.
No,
that's for stop.
Stop. Oh.
Basically just says, run.
Run. Run, boy, run. This world is not meant for you. Run, boy, run. They're trying to catch you. Run, boy, run. This raises a prophecy. Run, boy, run. And disappear in the trees.
The chest! The treasure chest! Run!
Yeah, fuck it, why not? I'ma get the fuck up out of here and fuck this shit I'm out. Like you, motherfucker.
No!
Get over here!
Ah. Because they're scorpions.
Yes.
Good time.
Clim, have you thought about, like, theme... I mean, I suppose theme months don't mean much for you because you only stream once a week.
Correct. I thought about when I get to a point where I feel comfortable doing a stream on another day, that I would devote that day to specific things.
Oh, like Teach Franchise Fridays?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
Then
But it would probably
Teach's
be
ideas as well.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fair.
Yes, because it was his original idea. Doing themes.
I mean, there's more Mega Man you could do.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was thinking about, was doing Mega Man.
Like devote a day to robots. Robot games. Now think of one that isn't Mega Man.
A robot game that isn't Mega Man? Armored Core.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you say think of a robot game that isn't Mega Man?
Yes.
Yeah, Armored Core.
I'm gonna say, like, robots, not mechs. Because in that case, like, my thought was, like, Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Ender.
Yeah, because it's mechs. You pilot mechs, as opposed to, like, Mega Man, who is a robot.
I still don't know the difference.
Is it an automatus unit, or is it being controlled by someone?
Where
like, Dr. Light doesn't pilot Mega Man.
Right, I got you. I get what you're saying. Yes, okay.
Look forward to the new Mega Man series on Netflix where Dr. Light pilots Mega Man.
Were the things in Armored Core mechs?
Yeah, like, you pilot the mechs. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, see, I didn't remember that. No!
Metal arms glitching the system. Robots? Was that a Pixar movie? You remember that movie, Robots?
Robots.
Yeah,
yes.
Robots.
I never saw it.
I've seen bits of it. I know it has that one female robot with, like, the huge butt.
Hey, there's the kid. That's Magicite.
But yeah, there's a game based on that. I played a little of it, it seemed okay. American McGee's Scrapland.
That was dangerously close.
It was, yeah. I should have paid more attention to my health. But I've been drinking.
True.
What's my excuse all the other times? Fuck off. That's my excuse.
Cheers.
Hey. I don't know. American McGee's Scrapland. I had that game when I was younger on Xbox. And it was interesting, but I always thought it was, like, really hard. American McGee, of course, best known for creating Hell Beneath, the first level of Episode 4 of Doom.
Ah.
And also, I suppose, American McGee's Alice.
You missed a chest next to the stairs, didn't you?
That's a monster in a box.
Oh, that's right. You know, it's so funny because I saw you walk past it, and then I said it in my head, and I didn't say it out loud because I knew it was a monster in a box. Honestly, I would just run. I guess that was your plan, huh? But yeah, I said it to myself. I'm like, oh, I know why he skipped it, because it's a monster in a box. And then I just saw it again and answered anyway. Asked it again anyway. Like a chump.
Like a fool.
Woo! 30 seconds to spare.
You're too late, Spider-Man.
Now die. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Maybe it's the nostalgia talking, but like MGS1's soundtrack is still really damn good.
It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good. It begs the question as to why they changed it for Twin Snakes.
Yeah. I was thinking more like, why did they get a Hollywood composer in for the rest of the series?
Is that what they did?
Yeah, it's Harry Gregson Williams. Like, as soon as like MGS1 hit it big, so for MGS2 and beyond, and even in MGS5, Harry Gregson Williams does the composing. And I've said before, like, I think it was unnecessary for them to get a Hollywood composer to try and give it that Hollywood stake that Kojima's so desperate for. But the first track we hear Harry Gregson Williams having composed is the opening of MGS2, which is one of my favourite themes in the series.
It's amazing. Yeah, I was actually just going to say, that alone.
Like, don't get me wrong, Harry Gregson Williams did some fantastic work. I just think it was unnecessary to get a Hollywood composer.
I get what you're saying. I
wonder how much of it he actually composed, because, like, could you imagine him composing boss music? Oh yeah, I've scored, like, big Hollywood movies. Let me now compose a boss theme. Like, can you imagine him composing Yell Dead Cell?
Right.
And that feels like a video game track.
Yes. To, like, to start it.
Wow. 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 Wow.
I do like that boss music, though.
It's a good thing. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not a good thing.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that.
Like, it's a good thing. MGS2's soundtrack is one of its best features. God knows it ain't the fucking cutscenes. I'm sorry, what cutscenes? Like, playing MGS3 again, like, I mentioned that during the stream. Like, you forget just how much, You think, like, starting with MGS2 and beyond, the games get really heavy into just endless cutscenes, and MGS3 is really not that. Like, the opening goes for a little while, but after that, like, it's kind of surprising to re-experience how few cutscenes there are, breaking up the gameplay.
Yeah.
And they're mostly pretty concise.
I think it's codec calls.
And they're mostly pretty concise, like, they're not overly long.
Sure.
Yeah, the worst part about MGS2 was, like, it's not that there's cutscenes, it's that so many of the cutscenes stop to be codec calls.
Right. Right.
I should probably save.
Not the overall. I'm thinking of Pandemonium in Final Fantasy IX. The organ. But I guess either way. Kind of similar.
I can't believe they got rid of this victory theme for Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah. Yeah, a staple of the series for 30 years.
It's always the thing of, like, FF13 has a bad reputation, and then it starts by getting rid of, like, the long-standing musical traditions.
Right.
And it's like, you were never going to make fans with that.
No. You know, I still don't hate Final Fantasy 13. I don't love it. But, you know, whatever. It was a game to play. I enjoyed it. I had fun playing it.
I hated 13 after my first playthrough. Going through it again for the stream was like, this game does have some really good points, but it's so badly done.
Yeah.
There's stuff to like here, and disappointing that it's not done better.
Yeah.
It's like the battle system's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then, like so many of these more recent Final Fantasies, it falls apart at the end because they've designed sequences and enemies around it that don't work within that framework. Like FF7 Remake, where having to have an ATB gauge during the final battle to do any kind of item use just doesn't work.
Right.
Or FF15, where the combat is always bad.
I liked the combat in 15, but I thought it was chaotic.
Did you ever play the episode Dusuke demo that came with Type 0 HD?
I did, yes.
Because I remember playing that and like the combat was very different. It's part of the reason why when I do 15, I'm doing all of 15, which includes episode Dusuke and the Platinum demo, which I still have on my PS4.
I didn't know you could still play the episode Dusuke.
As far as I'm aware, they never took it off.
Okay.
But like I've specifically not deleted them, just in case.
Got it. I thought I had gone to play it because I remembered exactly what you said. That it was just way different. And like there was stuff to do. Like you were investigating the behemoth and following its tracks and doing cool things. And then they never did any of that in 15.
That sequence, the sequence there is 15, is in actual 15. I don't remember if they trimmed any of it or cut any of it out.
I feel like it was just different. I feel like it was way different.
Probably was, yeah. Probably not icy. Like, we'll get what we get. I'm probably not going to make a specific thing about getting, like, everything or a specific thing. Did I walk to the Serpent Trench? I forget.
I don't know.
Let's check. I keep getting back attacks and pincer attacks.
Put it on that thing that prevents it. Don't you have that?
I do, but like I have running shoes and black belt.
Yeah.
And something else.
No, I get you. Things should just not be attacking you. That's not an osprey, by the way. It's a freaking buzzard. You can't just call something an osprey because it's a bird. Like, it's got to be a freaking raptor.
Have you not heard, Clim?
Damn it, you're right.
I was under the impression that everybody had heard. Okay, just don't fucking play along with this.
I can't do it.
Bird. Nail. I saw a bird. It was pretty. Kick its ass.
Bird is a word, you're right.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird. The bird is a word. Well, a bird. Bird is a word. Well, don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody's heard that the bird is the word. That's one of those Family Guy jokes. Like, the problem with so many Family Guy jokes is that they just go on too long.
Yeah.
It's the difference between, like, Family Guy jokes going, like, long and Simpsons jokes going long. Simpsons jokes tend, like, in their peak, would add more to it. Thank you so much for the more bits, Icy. Like, Simpsons jokes would add more as those jokes keep going, and it'd be funny. Family Guy has a habit of, like, far too often just being like, okay, here's one joke. This will be the next 2 minutes.
Right. Right.
Birdie.
Like Conway Twitty jokes.
Ugh.
Like, what? It was funny once.
Was it, though?
And for about 10 seconds. And then, like, you're listening to a 3-minute song. Like, oh. It's not funny anymore. To me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. Okay. What?
Okay. Like, Leon had a better reaction to Sherry in RE2 Remake than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, German alternative rock group Falco.
Ooh. Now that...
Like, mix it up. If you're going to do it over and over, mix it up.
Yeah. Damn.
Ooh, help me, Dr. Zayas.
Can I play the piano anymore?
Of course you can.
Well, I couldn't before.
Stop the Planet of the Apes, I Want to Get Off is one of my favourite dumb Simpsons bits.
Yeah. That's a good
I
one.
love every ape I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. You'll never make a monkey out of me. Oh my god, I was wrong. It was Earth all along. Well, you finally made a monkey. Yes, we finally
made a monkey.
Yes, you finally made a monkey out of me. I love you,
man.
Dr. Zayas.
That's right. Oh man. What brilliance.
It's such a good episode.
Yeah.
Like the
really
rest
good.
of the plot, of the episode, I don't care about. Like Troy McClure marrying, it's Selma, isn't it?
I think it's Selma. Yeah.
There are bits where I get the two of them confused. Because honestly, it doesn't matter. Patty didn't have an individual character from Selma until she became a lesbian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like until then, they were the same character, except Selma had Jub Jub.
Right.
But I suppose that is the point. Like Selma is always the one with the romantic entanglement.
Yes.
Like, she's the one who marries Sideshow Bob. She's the one who gets married to Troy McClure.
Yep.
But yeah, like the rest of the episode, Troy McClure marrying Selma. It's just kind of
Yeah.
Troy McClure having that weird thing for fish.
I don't remember that.
It's specifically like the marriage is a sham. It's so Troy McClure can be like, yeah, look, I've got a wife.
Right.
Like the episode itself is just like, it's alright. It's got some decent jokes. Troy McClure's thing being for fish. It's like, okay, whatever. Like the Stop the Planet of the Apes, I Want to Get Off is like the highlight.
Yeah. Is that why? Because the name of the episode is A Fish Called Selma, isn't it?
Yes.
Once you said fish, it started to connect. I'm like, why do I know the name of the episode?
There's not a lot of episodes I know the name of.
Yeah, well, same. I've never been that way. I don't know the names of episodes. People will say, like, oh, what's your favorite episode of whatever? I'm like, I watched it on Netflix in 3 days. Like, I didn't pay attention to the episode names. It tells me if I'm ready for the next episode.
I don't do that with anything. Like, unless there's a specific reason for the episode name to stand out. Like, with Buffy, Once More with Feeling. The musical episode.
Okay.
Couldn't say in there most of the others.
What?
Couldn't say in there most of the other episodes.
Yeah.
There's Hush, which I think is like season 4. But like that's easy to remember because that's the episode with almost no dialogue.
Right. I remember being scared of that episode.
It's a good episode, like it really is.
Yeah. Yeah. I very regularly watched that show. It got a little weird once What's-Her-Face came on. Michelle Trachtenberg?
Yes, season 5.
Okay. But fun show. I enjoyed it. I watched Angel for a couple of seasons.
I watched all of Angel, and I think it's overall better than Buffy. Season 4 is weak.
Right.
Like, Buffy also went for 7 seasons. So...
Right.
Like, I like most of Angel.
Yeah.
And that
like
opening theme of Angel is fucking killer.
It is.
Like, everybody knows the Buffy theme.
dated a girl. Say what?
No, go on.
I had a friend who dated a girl in college who did a music video, but with footage from Dirge of Cerberus with the Angel theme song. It's pretty cool.
That film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, David Boreanaz.
Is that true, Spiz? Because I don't know what to believe from you anymore.
Is Spiz the kind of guy who'll say things with a straight face, and then you'll question it, and you'll be like, no. Is Spiz me? Am I the Spiz?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're Romo, and I'm the Spiz.
That's right. Yes, our alter egos. Okay, so no, Spiz is being truthful right now. He is good in Bones. I like him. I like him in that show.
Yeah, David Boreanaz is good. Like, I think one of the biggest disappointments with him as Angel is that he doesn't often get to do much acting. Because Angel has like one mode, and it's what makes Angelus like much more interesting as a character, because he gets to do more.
SEAL Team. Is that a show or a movie?
Oh, I remember this area.
You?
It's not so much I remember this area, I remember the specific quest we're going to be doing here. I've been chatting with the boss of this guy named Jared.
Okay.
It's an anagram of Edgar.
Of course.
It's like, but, like, he's called Why'd He Bite Me? So I'm gonna need the chat to come up with, like, an anagram of Why'd You Bite Me?
Like using the same words?
Yeah.
Show on CBS, now Paramount Network. I got you.
I imagine it's what he did after Bones, because Bones went for a long time, but I imagine it's probably stopped.
Yeah, I thought it was a show. I just couldn't say for sure. The Crimson Robbers. It's a stupid name.
It's interesting to see those actors who have like managed to get incredibly lucky and have multiple leading roles.
You know what was a really good show? My dad loved it. Was Person of Interest with Jim Caviezel. That was a really fun show.
I think, like, if I was an actor, my hope, like, my goal of, like, okay, what would be my dream job would be less, like, be cast in a movie and more just, like, be in a syndicated TV show. Because it's, like, it's a long-running payday.
Yeah. And you get to really get into the character. You really get to enjoy that.
Well, some people get tired of that. And being the same person. There's always the problem of like the concerns of typecasting, especially if something gets like really big for whatever reason. I mean, look at almost everybody in Star Trek. Like almost everybody in Star Trek, the original series, grew to hate that, and then like came around for the most part and loved it again. See Leonard Nimoy's 2 autobiographies, I Am Not Spock, and its follow-up, I Am Spock.
Right.
He came to terms with it.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Edgar? Do I need to talk to these thieves? Get our booty back.
Did you talk to the guy behind the bar?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Getting Final Fantasy V flashbacks.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you buying?
What are you selling?
I'll buy it at a high price.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
Oh my god, why is the merchant so good?
I think it's a distinctive voice coupled with you hearing like a very small number of lines repeatedly.
True. Yeah, he never got annoying. I never got annoyed by him.
No, I don't know. Is Edgar sleeping with the chocobos? Nope.
I literally was gonna say the same thing. You're gonna walk into the chocobo stable and there's Edgar with his pants down.
Edgar just balls deep. Slapping away, chocobo going, wow! I can't remember how I get the fucker to appear. Which is irritating because, like, once we get this going, that's it. This is good for a while now. And like we follow this, then we end up with Setsa, and like we've got what we need to do for a while. I should probably just talk to people, shouldn't I? Oh, there's a hint towards resolving Cyan.
Oh, there he is. He's right there, above the barrels.
Oh, son of a bitch. Yo, why'd you bite me, aren't you? No, I'm... He did bite you.
You just had to give him room to run away, I guess.
Enough of this nonsense. I have things to do. I don't think that's what playing possum means. Like, isn't that playing dead?
I agree.
Listen, I've been Jared all my life. Okay, and how long's your life been? About a year. It's like being Twilight. It's like, how old are you? 17. How long have you been 17? A while. Has it been more than a year? Because that means you're not 17 anymore.
Right.
Sneaky. We're off on a journey across the sea. We're gonna go and see some tentacles.
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 Ultros is back.
Remember, they're not practicing safe penetration, so remember to bring your medication. I was here the entire time.
Yeah. Why is he pretending to be a pirate?
It's specifically a ploy. These guys escaped from Figaro Castle when sandworms attacked. Figaro Castle is buried underground. They know the way to get there. Edgar doesn't, so he's using them to find Figaro Castle.
Oh, okay.
It's specifically.
I could have waited.
It's not a big plot development, honestly.
Yeah. I get it. The world was destroyed. Figaro Castle was lost in that destruction. And he's trying to figure it out. I got it.
Figaro it out.
Ha! Got him.
My name is Chrono. I make the word play.
Man, Discord is really fucking up.
It really is. You think it's worth stopping and restarting?
Might be. Last time it only lasted for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds or so. The stream seems fine.
I'm noticing it up and down on my side on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
The important thing is that you're here, Clim.
Always a pleasure.
Pleasure always.
Ah,
Hey.
pleasure always.
Becker and Clim retired to their mountainside cabin.
Good idea.
Nobody will
Oh, it
find
hasn't
that.
been.
What was that you said?
It hadn't been that long since your last save. I thought it was longer.
Oh, Siegfried.
Hey, it's Siegfried.
I didn't see what you said. I skipped it too quick.
Yeah.
Pretty dangerous from here on. I'll go in first and clear out the monsters. Wait here.
Okay.
No.
Nah. Hey,
Oh no,
what
monsters.
happened to clearing up?
Is that thing made of flat?
Did that fat man on the bottom like move into place? Did he start right next to that sickle man?
Yeah, they slide in.
No. Okay. I thought he was like there for a minute and then just slid into space. But I guess not.
Man is a chunky son of a bitch. I finished my rum.
Say what now?
I finished my rum.
Ah,
Why is the rum gone?
why is the rum gone? That's why I poured more tequila.
That depends, Spiz. Are you on the bottom? See, I'm a switch. I can be a bottom or top.
Is.
Remember, children, only peg with people you feel safe with.
And always use a safe word.
A word that would not be used in common parlance, like "oh bugger me."
Right.
Don't say "oh bugger me" during pegging. They might take it the wrong way.
God.
Currently laying on your back.
Damn. Well. This is taking a turn.
Waka! Peace ring.
Excellent.
So, I'll go through this game. Super Nintendo.
Okay. Yeah. I am familiar with it.
I'm glad you're familiar with it. I mean, after all, it hosts your favorite game.
Final Fantasy VI.
Ghosts and Goblins. Super Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, of course. I was gonna say, Ghosts and Goblins
Super Ghouls and
has
Ghosts.
to have been.
I don't know. Like, that series, some of the games are Ghosts and Goblins, some of them are Ghouls and Ghosts, and I don't remember which is which. Because they're the same thing.
Oh, really?
Because I think it's Ghosts and Goblins on the NES, but the original arcade version is Ghouls and Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think the Super Nintendo game is Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Okay.
It's not a series I'm particularly into, anyway.
Yeah.
This month's Chrono Only fans is if we hit £100, I will stream Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection.
Wow. Literally, have never heard of it.
It's the newest one. Came out last year.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, it's an idea I kind of like. Of like, Capcom did like Mega Man 9 and 10, like revival of the classic style. If they did stuff like that for like a lot of their older series, I would be really down for it. Like Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, if they did any kind of new Darkstalkers game, I'd be on board. If they remember they had fighting games franchises that aren't fucking Street Fighter. Another Capcom versus SNK would be nice.
Did you say?
Another Capcom versus SNK would be nice. Especially with SNK like making a real comeback.
I don't know. I don't really do fighting games.
I don't as much as I used to, but I'm trying to get back into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Playing a little Tekken 7.
Oh yeah.
The big, like, COVID, in the long run, has been really kind of good for fighting game online.
Okay.
Because the big revelation is like, oh yeah, let's do Evo, but we can't be in person because of COVID restrictions. So we'll do the online modes of games. And it's like, oh yeah, no, these games have absolutely garbage netcode. Street Fighter V literally could not be played at a tournament level online.
Right. Yeah, I never wanted to play fighting games online for that reason. Like, I would just throw a controller through the wall.
Well,
It would not be good.
Yeah. The advent of rollback netcode, though, has been really good for it.
Yeah.
Because it makes it so much more playable. And, like, a lot of fighting games are starting to implement it now. And it makes online fighting gameplay much more viable. And fun. And it's frustrating that it took this kind of thing to actually start to get game companies to try and make the online for these games better. Because previously it was like, okay, what we're going to do is implement an option for you to practice with input delay. And it's like, the fuck kind of solution is that?
Yeah. Yeah, right. Like you're asking me to think ahead, but also think extra ahead?
We've been without espers this entire time.
Oops.
Yeah, fuck it, Bolt 2 for you.
It doesn't take too long to learn these things, though.
Unfortunately, for the most part, we had a lot of this on these two already done.
Yeah.
Raspin Osmos is worth it, especially if we're going to do the Cultist's Tower. Which we will, just so I can complain about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like one of the worst dungeons in the series.
Yeah. The music is terrible.
I'm sorry, I thought we didn't know each
us
other.
Off again? Yeah, right.
How about you? Fuck off.
Oh, we're fighting him.
So these tentacles have a strategy to them, and they do specific things. And, like, it can be a really awkward fight if you don't just overpower the damn thing.
Right. Oh! Oh, this is why you were singing about tentacles before.
Yes.
Of course. I want Ultra's back.
Oh yeah, bottom right one absorbs fire.
It seems that way, doesn't it? Oh no, entwine! Oh, it missed. Good. Yeah, I've got fooled again because every time I come into here, I'm like, what is all around? You know, what are those little things moving around? Like, is it on fire? Is that supposed to be fire? And then you get to this, and it's like, oh, they were tentacles moving around. Got it.
They were tentacles the whole time.
Right. Discard. Oh, even when she's casting magic, she's flipping them off.
It's what I do.
Nice.
Ah, bitch. Yeah, it's not an overly difficult fight, just be a little awkward with the season.
Right. Is there anything more to it than that? Like, they see you hit that thing, it'll let you go?
I don't remember.
Well, GG.
What I do? I do the GG. Why the stupid farce? Because I'm
Why the stupid face? Go on.
That was good.
Thanks.
It's like that bit in Rift Tracks when they were doing episode 3. And Obi-Wan says, be wary of your friend, Palpatine. And then one of the riffers says, and your pal, Friend Patine. And it just cracks me up.
Friend Patine. Oh, man. It's not hiding.
Just been eaten by that thing. Oh well. Wasn't even much of a monster.
Well, let's go.
Those guys haven't committed any serious. Except for all the rape and murder.
Right, yeah. Hey, they didn't take that?
I think they know about it. Does it have a special effect? Absorbs damage as MP randomly casts.
Wow. Okay.
Not bad. I see about equipping it for a little while then.
Soul Saber.
Soul Saber 2. I finally actually started playing Soul Calibur 6 a little while back, and it's like, you know what? It's actually really good.
I think I played that. Is that the one that has like it has like a story mode and you go through different like panels?
I don't know, I've not played the story mode.
Oh, okay.
It has Gerald from The Witcher.
Okay, yes, I've played it. That is a good game. I like that game.
At some point, I wouldn't mind streaming Soul Calibur 2, though.
Soul Calibur 2,
Soul Calibur 1. No, that's an issue on our end, Magic. Don't worry too much about it.
All my fault. It's Discord's fault. Sorry, everybody.
But yeah, Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 is really good. Like 1 and 2 are both really good.
I never played 1.
I finally got around to playing it when I got my Dreamcast, and like,
Yep.
like the later games do have various improvements and stuff, but Soul Calibur 1 is like the perfect fighting game. It's so well made. It looks good. It plays well. Like, it's pure fighting greatness. It's really good. Like, if you just want to sit down and play a fighting game with no frills, no messing about, Soul Calibur 1, absolutely.
Interesting.
It might even be better than Tekken 3. I say that as, like, a Tekken fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked Soul Calibur a lot. I don't think I ever played 5.
I've done a little bit of 5, but it didn't really grab me. I'd done a lot of 3, and then I wasn't really into 4, and I barely touched 5. I did some of the story mode and just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
OBS tells me it's disconnected.
Yeah. It was looking pretty bad over there.
That's on the wrong internet connection.
Yeah, it's just buffering over there.
Alright, there we go. It's back on.
Yep.
We just pop that on. Alright, we should be back. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the RetroArch menu, mostly because I've kind of got a thing in recent years of like actually giving a shit about the timer in RPGs.
Yeah, I get that. I felt that way about 7 currently. It's like I'm at 23 hours. It's like, how am I at 23 hours in a game that I can beat in 27?
I did notice that yesterday. Like, you're at a really high high hour. Really?
Yeah.
Your time is really high for still being in disc 1.
Right.
Okay.
And I think it's because I'm reading the dialogue. I think that's part of it. I think part of it is like I also stop and take breaks with the clock running, and that adds up.
Yeah, so it looks like we're back.
It looks like we're. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, like Soul Calibur's good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big proponent, I'm a big advocate for like these retro emulation handhelds now. And like, part of the problem I have with a lot of things is just sitting down and playing a game.
Yeah.
You know what's really good for that? Fighting games.
True.
Because you don't have to commit to anything for an extended period.
Right.
You get yourself something that can emulate Dreamcast reliably. And like, there's a lot of stuff on Dream. It's absolutely worth it. I just sat down and played arcade mode for a while. For Dead or Alive 2 a few weeks back.
Okay.
I like Dead or Alive. It's a shame what the series is.
Jiggle physics?
I mean, there's that, and like that's its big reputation and such, which is disappointing because the actual combat gameplay is really good, and
it is, yeah,
pretty distinct as far as fighting games go. And
right.
That was something I was always kind of like about. Like, it's disappointing that's its reputation. These days, it's disappointing that its reputation is microtransactions and overpriced season passes and DLC. Like, Koei Tecmo is really bad about it. Stuff like the first season pass of DOA 6 being like... What was the price? It was stupidly expensive. Let me see if I can find it on Steam. So I remember looking at it on Steam and like seeing what it cost and everything.
Yeah.
And like what you got in it. And it was like, geez. Dead or Alive 6 is £55, which is already like really pricey.
That's a lot. And that's been out for a while.
It came out like several years ago. You can get Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighters free.
Yes.
Which I think they did the same thing with 5. There are 461 pieces of DLC for the game.
Wow.
Most of them are costumes.
Yep. Different colors of underwear, probably.
There was also a thing of it, like in the lead up to its release, they were talking about how it's not going to be overly sexualized anymore. That was a fucking lie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When it said... I did the Core Fighters, and when I was choosing costumes, it's like... There was like this third option. I'm like, what the hell is this? What does this change? And then I got knocked down. I'm like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding. I loved it, but still.
I was debating trying to pick up Dead or Alive 5. Like, is there a definitive version of 5 that'll just give me everything I want? And I couldn't find anything about it.
Interesting.
Can I just find Dead or Alive Season Pass? Yeah, here we go. Because I was concerned that maybe the price I was thinking of was, like, not right. Maybe it was too high. Dead or Alive 6 Season Pass 1. This gets you Nico Technomancer gear, Yotengu wrestling costume, Happy Wedding Costumes Volume 1, that's 13 costumes. Happy Wedding Costumes Volume 2, that's another 13 costumes. Pirates of the Seven Seas Costumes Volume 1, another 13. Pirates of the Seven Seas Costumes Volume 2, another 13. Additional character, Mai Shiranui, that's from King of Fighters. Additional Mai Shiranui debut costumes, 5 costumes. Additional character Cooler Diamond debut costumes, 5 additional costumes. So in that season pass you get a load of costumes and 2 characters. That season pass is £74.
Jesus. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty heavy.
That's awesome.
I think what we'll do here, though, today is we'll end outside Daryl's tomb.
Okay.
We've still got a little bit to go, but like Daryl's tomb will be a bunch. It's a sizable enough dungeon. See about resting.
Do that.
Oh yeah, you actually do get stuff. Visual scenes here. You do have Edgar and Sabin. Fucking Sabin has the sprint shoes.
No. But wouldn't you? Is getting Saban at this point optional?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you have Saban with you, you get this extra scene.
Gotcha. But is Edgar mandatory?
Yes. The mandatory characters are Sellers, Edgar, and Setzer.
Got it. Wait, so so would you be forced to beat the game with those 3?
Yes, and you would have to split into 3 parties at the end of the game in the final dungeon.
And you're saying you would have to?
Yes.
That's obnoxious.
Now let's see, Drill is actually really good. Could have gotten
You didn't have it
way earlier.
already?
What was it?
You didn't have the noise blaster already?
I had Bioblaster. This is what I actually wanted. This is why I came back into the castle.
Right.
Not this. I forgot this was gonna happen.
Boo!
Oh, this man!
Why would it change?
Well, supposedly it's been like under the sand for in the period. I feel like this scene is undermined by the fact that Edgar and Saban's sprites are their regular sprites.
Yeah. Where he's already got the kingly attire on.
And it's like Saban's already buff as hell. So this finally explains Saban's motivation for fighting the Empire. I actually like this scene. I think it's a pretty good scene.
It's a nice scene, and it's nice music.
I like this bit here where they decide who's going to rule Figaro.
Yeah.
Settler with a toss of a coin.
And it fell off the side of the castle.
But if you've checked the coin that Edgar has previously during the bat with Satsa, you know he has a double-headed coin.
Right. No, he actually hasn't changed at all.
Mm. So I like stuff like this, especially for Edgar, like really emphasizing more depth to his character.
Mm-hmm. I just wish they did it earlier. I feel like there's no reason they couldn't have done this earlier.
I think, like, being focused on the fight against the Empire is reasonable enough.
Fair.
And the entire point of the World of Ruin is everybody finding their reason to keep going and keep fighting.
Okay.
I think it
I'll
works.
allow it.
Yeah. I like it. Anyway, let's get out of there. Yeah, I think it's good stuff.
Yeah, I definitely like the scene. Anything with brothers. I have an older brother. I mean, they're supposed to be twins, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. In any case, I have a brother. I can relate to any scene where there are brothers involved, so I like those sorts of scenes. And these are the characters you've been with the longest. You know, you have Terra, you have Locke, you have Edgar, you have Sabin. Like, they're the earliest 4 that you get. And so their stories mean a little bit more to me.
Mm-hmm.
Locke, I hate Locke. The story sucks.
I mean, you can kind of look at Locke's story as something of a parallel of Cloud's story. If Tifa getting injured was like his entire focus.
Right, that's what Rebel was saying. It's like, if Tifa died, Cloud would be Locke.
Hmm.
But Cloud isn't a thief, and Locke is a thief.
Well, Tifa didn't die, so Cloud became something else.
Right.
Like, Locke's a thief entirely because of his backstory. Trying to find the Phoenix materia.
Okay, right. See, I forget these things. Oh, hello.
So if we want to find Locke, we'll have to find the Phoenix materia.
Magicite. Phoenix Magicite. Thou? Mr. Thou?
Yeah, this whole thing of, like, you steadily making your way towards wherever Cyan is.
Yeah.
I think Cyan ends up being the person with, like, the most baggage. Which is very understandable.
Sure, yeah.
Again, because of the fast-paced nature of the opening and such.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cyan doesn't get a lot of opportunity to really confront his problem, which is his grief, his survivor's guilt.
Right.
And then when he is confronted with it, it cripples him. But that's something we'll get into more when we find him and then go to Doma.
Yeah. Harpy Eye. Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, Drill's a good damage dealer, like specifically for single targets.
Yep.
Okay, so there's Daryl's tomb. I need to find magic. Oh, look, another one.
There he is.
How many times do you have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I like the hard hat.
You like the what one?
The hard hat. He gets a hard hat when he uses the drill.
Yeah.
It's funny. Also a big ass drill.
There's another tool that's pretty good, chainsaw, which I think drill can be upgraded into.
Oh,
and
really?
It becomes kind of like Odin in 7 in that regard. Of like chainsaw if something's susceptible to instant death, and he wears a hockey mask.
Okay.
And drill if it's not.
Okay. That's cool. I like that. Oh, that's what the Zero is about. It has no MP, so you can't steal any MP from it.
That makes Soul Saber a little less useful as an idea. If it's only focused on MP. But it makes it worth remembering specifically for Cultist Tower.
Right.
Because the Cultist leader is like specifically kind of a dick. And there's a specific way we want to fight him. Hey, Ultros.
Oh, good. Okay. Talk to the Emperor twice. Isn't the Emperor dead?
Yes.
Bye.
I honestly hate how the Colosseum works in this game.
Oh, really?
You don't get to control it. You send a character in, and like they'll do whatever they want.
That's right.
It means if you
That's
want
right.
to do anything in the Colosseum, your best bet is to use somebody who has like no skills, no magic or anything, because everything they can do has a chance of being used.
Okay. Interesting.
We bet an item. I'll bet a potion. If we win, we'll get an elixir.
Okay.
So that's what it is. You bet an item, and if you win, you get like a much better item.
Okay. And if you lose the item.
If you lose whatever you bet. We're gonna lose this fight because Chupon is just a monster to deal with.
Okay.
And because you can't control it, I'm gonna store a chrono in there.
Sure.
Okay. Hands up. There you go, and that's it. Gone.
What an asshole! Oh man.
So we throw something else in there. Warpstone. That's also an elixir. Oh, let me go back. You can't back out of that, which is irritating.
Yeah.
Next potion, elixir.
Great.
Dirk. Elixir? Fucking what?
Ow. How about the Atmo weapon? There we go.
There we go. Gradient.
Oh god.
A great behemoth. It's like doing this, there are specific items you can use. Like, abusing the Colosseum will get you like the best items in the game. The best weapons and stuff. But you have to know how to deal with it.
Right. Which I never did, and I never cared to, so I never did the Colosseum.
It's entirely understandable. It's never necessary.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because I would like to.
Well, I'm glad it's not necessary, because if it was, like...
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. But, like, you know me, I like to do all the things to become all powerful, and it's like, if I could become even more powerful, I would like to, but the mechanics of it are just annoying.
Yeah.
At least, you know, like, when I play 7, it's like, okay, you want Knights of the Round, it's not that much of a pain in the ass to do it. Like, I would argue that Chocobo Racing is genuinely fun.
It is until you have to do it all that many times.
Yeah.
Chocobo Breathing isn't fun. Like, that being down to RNG is infuriating.
Mm.
I remember how we just gave up on that during the playthrough we were doing?
I do, yeah.
And then I ended up just doing it off screen, and it still took fucking ages. Very sexy. There he is.
Hey, all right.
We're going after Kefka, are we? Or if we have it in me anymore. He's saying I'm just a gambler. You call me a prophet. Consider myself a teacher.
Oh no. What about the airship?
Well, it's split in half, didn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right. Was he?
I think that ties into, like, I mentioned previously, like, the translation for the GBA version sets his personality is entirely different. He's a nihilist, like, absolutely ready to die. And I think that probably ties in with that. But you could possibly argue it in this version of, like, absolutely fearless, I always ready to gamble with his life.
Okay.
Just so tying into the idea of the gambler.
Right.
I'm starting to feel lucky.
Good. I'm glad.
Fetch my lucky socks. Let's go to Daryl's tomb. You're gonna get us another one. Airship, that is.
Oh,
Yeah. We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Wait.
Dude, you're coming on to Nash with us.
Right. So they showed you where the tomb was. They took all that time to show you. You can just, like, walk us there?
Nope.
No.
Alright, and that's where we'll end it for today. Like I say, it's primarily because Daryl's tomb is fairly sizable.
Okay.
Fair. Like a good number of floors, a bunch of hidden stuff that we want to find. Ends in a boss fight with a cutscene following it about getting the airship.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember, so you know, your judgment is what I'm going with here.
Yeah.
Dig it. So next time then.
The fingers you have used to dial are too fat. To obtain a special dialing wand, please mash the keypad with your palm now.
Yeah, so next time we'll dive into Daryl's tomb, reclaim the airship, and then the hunt is on for the rest of the party.
Alright.
And maybe even some new members.
Ooh. How exciting.
Oh, we never actually got Mog.
Can you get Mog before the World of Ruin?
Yes, you can. You go back to Nash and follow the lockpick, like the wolf, like the wolf thief.
Okay.
You chase him up to the top, where, like, around where the frozen Esper is.
Right.
And you end up with a choice of saving him or Mog after he takes Mog hostage. You save him, you get a gold hairpin, which reduces it, I think cuts MP cost in half. Everything.
Yeah.
You save Mog, you get Mog as a party member.
Right.
And getting Mog in World of Balance in the original game is like the only way to get Water Rondo. You have to get him before that, and then you can go through the Serpent Trench, and you can get Water Rondo for him.
Got it.
In the GBA version, there are other ways to get it. like involving Leviathan, who isn't in this game. But yeah, we never got Mog, so the World of Balance could be longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so reclaim the reunite the old party, get some new members: Mog, Go-Go, Umaru. Did we have anyone in mind for who we were going to name? I feel like we had like someone for Go-Go.
I feel like we did, and I can't remember who it was.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, like we'll start looking for those. World of Ruin, I think overall is probably shorter than World of Balance, though there's stuff you can do. There's plenty to do.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
And once you get the airship, the entire world's open, so you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
We discussed this previously, like whether or not this is a good idea or a bad idea, because like World of Ruin, it's a new world, but it becomes fully open so early.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the experience is going wherever you want, trying to find things.
Yeah, and I feel like you have this situation where if you don't go to the right place, you're not going to figure it out. Like if you go here, great, fine, whatever. But if you don't go and find Setzer, and you won't go here, well, I mean, I guess you have to find Setzer because you need the airship.
I feel
like Cold Style, I never did it. I never did it my first playthrough because I didn't know it was there.
Fun fact: Cultist Tower is where Strago is.
That's probably why I didn't go there. I didn't care.
But yeah, my first playthrough of this, like, I got the airship and I ended up exploring like everything.
Oh yeah.
Like, I thought it was actually really compelling. Really interesting stuff to just go around, explore, see what's new, see where everybody is, and the new areas that exist on the world map that didn't exist previously. And so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think by this point I just got the core members I wanted and I just booked it.
That's fair. We're probably going to go for all members.
Yeah.
Just so we can have, like, full parties for the final dungeon.
Yeah.
Although I think with all members, you do end up with more members than you can use.
Yes.
Because it's 12 members you need. But if we got all the party members, I think we get, like, the full ending sequence.
Right.
It's a good
ending
like
sequence. Escaping and you bump into everybody and everybody has their little thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, no particular thought about what order we'll start recruiting people in. For the most part, I don't remember the specific ideas of where people are, except Terra. But Terra's thing of, like, we get the airship, we'll go and talk to Terra. Because the sooner we do that, the sooner we'll be able to recruit her. Because we don't recruit her immediately.
Okay.
Actually, let me just real quick. Load this so I don't have to extra time on the cassette isn't equipped. I just realized. And we've never had Setzer in our party.
I was gonna say, I didn't think we had.
So Setzer has learned no magic. There you go, so
the
that's something for next time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Clim, you got anything you want to say? Anything to add about FF6? Our experience today?
No. I think today was pretty straightforward. I think we talked about what we needed to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, like I feel like I remember coming to this world and being like, okay, let me do what I have to do and get out of here. I don't think I remember flying around. I'm pretty sure I completely skipped the Cultist Tower just because I forgot about it. But it's interesting for sure. Everything we've said, we've already said.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't really have much more to add.
Yeah. So that is going to do it for us for today. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Spears, Magic, Icy for the bits, Teak, Flame, and I think that's everywhere. Thanks so much for joining the stream. Like I say, chat is always the best part of the stream. And of course, super special thank you to Clim the Hazard Rodriguez for joining us on mic and camera.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
We'll be back again next weekend, next Sunday. Clim, when do the clocks change for you?
So I was actually just going to say, our clocks in the U.S. change next week on the 6th. So it'll be back to 3 p.m. American time. Today was 4 p.m. American time.
So they change Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Today was a little weird for us because clocks went back for us last night. Clocks haven't gone back for the US, so we're currently on a 4-hour time difference as opposed to the usual 5-hour. So Clim was sat there like an hour before we were gonna. We'd usually like an hour before we were gonna start.
Yeah. It's okay. I got to watch the Patriots beat the Jets, so I was doing okay.
So next week, it'll be 3 p.m. American time, 8 p.m. British time. So it should be all good again.
Yeah.
Next week I probably won't be as tired either, which I don't think that really affected the stream today. I think I held it together pretty well. A little bit loopy around the start, but it seemed fine.
I didn't notice anything. I thought it was fine. Jets beat themselves. Yeah, the refs were trying to help them though, Spiz. Talk about it later.
There will be no discussions of NFL playoffs in this stream.
Right.
Clim, when are you going to stream NFL Street?
Say what?
When are you going to stream NFL Street?
It's a good question. I didn't know that was a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
The only NFL game I've ever really enjoyed was NFL Street 2. You could play as various rappers in it for some reason, but you could also do stuff like run up walls.
Yeah. Fabulous. Spiz, we're going to talk about that later because you were absolutely wrong.
I don't think I'll be back tomorrow. I'm doing a 9-hour shift tomorrow and then the same on Tuesday. So I'll probably be back on Tuesday night. Continuing with Sinking City as we continue Halloween even after October has ended. We'll go until it's done. Until we've done Sinking City, Condemned Criminal Origins, and Eternal Darkness. But I will be alternating between that and the non-RPG games on the list. So I do want to get those going. And then once the Halloween games are done, we'll be alternating between the 10 years of Resident Evil and the non-RPG games on the list. So look forward to that. Clim currently playing through Final Fantasy VII on Saturdays at 12 p.m. American time.
Right.
Anything you want to say about that?
No. Just playing through it very slowly, apparently. But we're cooking through. We finished Disc 1 yesterday. So we'll get to Disc 2 next week, next Saturday.
Did you work out how to switch discs on the emulator?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I did.
That's good.
Yeah, I tested it, actually, on stream.
Excellent.
And I've done it before. I did it with Metal Gear. I made a separate file. It's an M3U file for RetroArch. and it allows very easy switching. I actually learned that back when I did Parasite Eve, because I had a nasty game save loss back when I played Parasite Eve. I had to play off stream for like 2 hours to get back to where I was. So that's what I did. Yeah.
You're doing it on RetroArch, aren't you?
I am, yes. Yeah, see, like you have all the discs. I put it into a text document and then change the extension to be M3U. I'm pretty sure it's M3U. And I just label it to be well, whatever. I'll tell you another time. Or maybe I'll just show everybody next week. But I do a text document and I put all the file names into the text document, and it is able to just have all disks ready to go right there in that file.
Which
is nice.
Let's see. I just generally have them in folders like this. Just like, there we go, set that up. Swan Station. But you're using PCSX Rearm, so let me also use that. And then disk control, load new disk. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Easy as that. I don't even use RetroArch for fucking PS1. I'm using DuckStation now.
Fair enough.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get by.
There's that. Doing stuff like disk switching is pretty nerve-wracking.
Yes.
Whenever you're using a new emulator, or just like you've not done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, like most PS1 games that do have disk switching give you the ability to save before the disk swap. All the Final Fantasies do it. Every single Final Fantasy. Metal Gear Solid awesome. Which is kind of awkward, particularly because like I don't think they even remind you to save, which is weird because they do that if you haven't saved for a while before you get to the torture cutscene.
Okay, yeah.
But the timing on that is very weird because like, I've saved like half an hour before the torture cutscene, and they've been like, "No, we're not going to remind you to save."
Right.
Like, I've saved after the Mantis fight, and they've not reminded me to save.
Oh wow.
But yeah, definitely check Clim out as he's playing Final Fantasy VII very slowly. You know, maybe the reason your playtime is so high is because you keep going back to Fort Condor.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Certainly didn't add a lot of time, but it adds time.
Well, travel time adds up like, every time you're doing it.
Yeah. Yep. Menus and battles, sure. An extra 30 minutes here. Yeah. That's reasonable. And the enemy skills. I did go back and get beta.
Yeah.
I never caught a chocobo, though.
There's no point in disc one, is there? Oh, you mean to get across the swamp? Yeah.
Yes. I haven't caught a chocobo. I haven't even encountered a chocobo in this stream.
I've had it several times where it's like, okay, I've just spent money, and I don't actually have enough to buy chocobo lure. I think the thing when we streamed it was though, like, yeah, fuck it, let's just see if I can run across the marsh, and I did.
Yep.
Yeah. Because like we know we both knew it was possible. It was like, can I do it right now?
Right.
Yeah.
I first tried that. I was very happy.
But yeah, definitely check Clim out. 12 p.m. American time, which is 5 p.m. British time. As he plays through Final Fantasy VII, starting Disc 2. I am featured in that stream as a guest character.
Yep.
Clim is obligated to include in his party.
That's right. Right. He's there. Although I had Yuffie for the Eris scene. Yuffie and Tifa. Because I think they have the best reaction for that scene. Anyway.
I've had Tifa with me a lot during that. I don't think I've ever really had Yuffie, because I don't tend to have Yuffie in the party.
Yeah. I wanted to feature her more during this playthrough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the advantages of 7. Like, there's not really any bad characters to use.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like Kate Sith, but you can use Kate Sith. He's not as gimmicky as a lot of other characters in the series.
Mm-hmm.
His big gimmick is mostly just his limit break.
Yeah. I'll feature him eventually.
Don't.
When I'm forced to.
You're forced to. I mean, that one time when you're escaping Junon and then he goes back into the bin.
Yeah.
That's like one of the main reasons to recruit Yuffie, so you've got somebody other than Kate Sith in the party.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely check Clim out. Clim's cool people. Streams occasionally. Let me give shout out to Clim. I don't think I turned the Clim shout out back on.
It's alright.
Clim is also capable of shouting himself out.
I am capable of this, yes.
Yeah, it's not turned on. It's fine.
That's her.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, probably Tuesday I'll be back with more Sinking City.
Cool.
Alternate between Halloween and the non-RPG games on the list. We're currently doing Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. Following that will be Terminator Resistance, which I'm very much looking forward to. I've been wanting to play that for a while. So look forward to that. I've been doing some Terminator goodness. How many Terminator games can you say you've played that are actually good to great?
1.
That's right. Which one?
The one I played was Terminator versus RoboCop?
Oh, on like Super Nintendo or Mega Drive?
Yeah.
That's fair, I suppose.
Yeah.
I played
that one.
I don't think I ever got past like the second level.
Oh yeah, no, of course not. No. No. But man, those first 2 levels.
I don't remember what's coming up after Terminator Resistance. I could check, actually. I've just realised I can check on my phone. I don't have to check on the computer. Because if I check on the computer, Clim's face goes away.
My blurry face.
Prince of Persia 2 Thrones. Actually gonna finish that. Actually gonna do that, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
It's like, hey, remember when I did Sands of Time with Warrior Within last year? I was like, okay, we're gonna do 2 Thrones. And it was like, okay, I kept delaying it for whatever reason. And now here we are, almost a year later.
Time flies.
Yeah. So Prince of Persia 2
Which
Thrones.
is ironic, because that game is about pausing time and rewinding time.
That game is about facing consequences and stopping pausing time and rewinding time.
I see.
Face the consequences of your actions caused by that shit.
I see.
Kind of interesting. I've never finished it. There's a specific point that I always found too difficult when I was younger, and then I haven't played that far since.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Some good stuff coming up, and then following that was A Hat in Time. I'm down for. RPGs, once we're finished with the 10 years of Resident Evil, we'll be doing Suikoden and Suikoden 2 to celebrate 200 followers. Look forward to those. Suikoden's a really cool series, and I've never done Suikoden 2 all the way through. Which I look forward to doing, because it's regarded as one of the best RPGs.
Okay.
Which, I go into that, we've mentioned before of like games and like movies and stuff being overhyped for you.
Yeah.
You go into them and they don't like immediately meet your expectations, and then like they're disappointing. I don't feel that with Suikoden 2 right now,
Okay.
which is probably a good sign.
I'm adding it to my list
Of games to play,
Yeah.
of games to stream.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, games to play. And
Suikoden.
I clicked the new tab button, and I was so close to the X on the Discord.
Well, there goes Clim. Clim got tired
Yeah.
of me Clim
That's why I
finally
made
got
the face
tired
I
of
made
me
a second
padding
ago.
the
I'm like, oh
endings.
shit.
Clim finally
Anyway,
had
they're added
enough.
to the list.
This time we've gone too far.
Right.
But yeah, that's the stuff coming up. That's probably going to take us through like December, probably.
Cool.
Look forward
Sounds
to it.
good.
Yeah, like the stuff in the schedule, it's almost all of it is stuff that I'm actually really interested in doing and excited for.
Good. That's good. Excellent.
Yeah. Have you got a list set up for yourself? You were talking. I don't remember if we were talking off stream about it or on stream about having a list of ideas that you want to stream.
Yeah. You've talked about it. I haven't done anything about it. I actually discussed with myself what I want to do. I have an idea. It's in the works.
Let's say I started writing it down because I think during streams like, oh, I want to do that game, and then I completely forget and do something
That's
else.
That's why I ended up actually doing the Google Doc.
Yeah.
To list some games that I'm interested in trying, and if I want to stream them, I'll stream them. We'll see.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Clim, do you have any final words, final thoughts?
Nope. Thanks for having me. It's been fun. I look forward to the next time.
Alright, and that is pretty much it from Climothy and myself. So, nothing else to say except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. Catch you next time, guys. Goodbye. I'm gonna wait for Clim's video to catch up so he's also waving. There it is.
Wanna take you for a ride?